Well, I don't want to say too much about too much, but I'm over here fishing. I'll show you where I fish usually. This little place right here. You got all that kind of stuff. You got your pretty grass, you got your pretty sunset right there, you know, and it's what I do. And I just want to tell y'all that a lot of people don't realize, but El Campo, Texas is a pretty good place to be back in the 60s. I'm Freddie Koenig, and I had a band called Freddie Koenig and the Jades, you know. And I want to tell y'all that old Glenn Campbell, he used to play with us every now and then, you know. And we brought him to Hilgy Hall and played, no, Tatum Hall, sorry, I made a mistake, because we played both places a lot. But he played Tatum Hall with us, you know, and some other places in Houston and stuff. And I just wanted y'all to know that he used to come over like to El Campo, Texas, to my house. My mother would fix him some chicken. We'd all sit out in the backyard and eat some fried chicken. And old Glenn Campbell, he's very polite, you know, Southern gentleman kind of guy. And he'd always say, thank you, Inez, you know, for the chicken. And he'd look up there with that greasy mouth. You know, back then we used lard to fry him in. So I just want to tell y'all that Glenn Campbell's a personal friend of mine. Came over to my house in El Campo at my mother's house. At the time, I was just 16. So that's the story about El Campo, Texas, and Glenn Campbell. A lot of people don't realize that. So that's kind of why I made this video, you know, to let y'all know something about something that don't matter too much to too much, but it matters a lot to a lot. So there you go. I'll see y'all later. I love y'all and bye. Y'all take care of yourself. I'll try to do the same. Yeah, I got to thinking, I just wanted to add one little thing about what I said a while ago about Glenn Campbell. I'm gonna brag a little bit. I played with the best, you know, back in the 60s, and Glenn Campbell was, I'm gonna tell you about that in a second, but I played, you know, with Bobby Bland and his guitar player, and man, I can't even name them all, you know, the Bo Diddley and the whole thing, you know, but I'm just gonna tell you what, when we played Tatum Hall, and Glenn Campbell got up on stage, you know, the kids didn't know anything. They smart kids, a lot of them Bohemian, Czech, German, whatever, you know, and but man, they knew he was good, but you know, we were musicians, man. He blew us away, man. Glenn Campbell, he got up on stage, and the Jades was watching, and the guitar players in the Jades, man, we were like mesmerized, man, I'm telling you. So I just want to tell y'all that, how good he was. He was a guitar player, a showman, a singer, a nice guy, everything you can think of. And he come to a little old town like El Campo, Texas, and play a little old town smaller than El Campo and play Tatum Hall. So he must have been a good guy. We didn't pay him all that much, you know, because we didn't have that much, but he was a good gigger, man. He hung with us, and he played the game. And then we kind of think every little blessing he's had along the way, we kind of say, thank you, you know, thank you, Jesus, kind of sort of thing, okay? Now I'm going to check y'all later. I love y'all still, and bye.